And a very happy good morning to you here in North America. And good afternoon and or evening wherever you're at around the world. I'm Winners with One. We're here on the Independent Broadcast Network, and today we've got something very special for you as we're going to be looking at not the LHL, not the HQML, but the IPHL over in Russia and Eastern Europe. It's a league that's been going for a very long time. They've kept the game of hockey question mark going for many years, and they just finished up their spring 2018 season, and we're in between seasons right now. They will be starting, I think, either next month. Yes. Season, and we're in between seasons right now. This thing keeps trying to start up a video on me. Okay, now we're good. All right. But the IPHL, of course, a venerable tradition, and we are in for a treat here. We are going to be bringing you an English cast of the finals that they just had. Our friend Nico over there has given us the replay files to the game, and it is a best of 5, and we'll look at the brackets that led us here. As you notice, I have cut off the no spoilers, right? No spoilers. The Ice Creamers got past Candy Cane in the first round and the Oscars in the second round to reach this final. And Nordic Union, they got a bye, it looks like, in the first round and prevailed over Wind Spirit to make it to this final that we're about to show you. This best of 5 versus, it's the Ice Creamers versus Nordic Union. And if you've kept up with the overseas game over the years, you're probably going to recognize a lot of these players. I know I did. So it is a 4v4 of Hockey Question Mark made by Cryptic Sea, a free hockey game and the best first-person hockey game ever made. And these guys play at a very high level, so we are going to have fun bringing this to you now. As we get things set up. And luckily, Cryptic Sea has provided us a great replay system. So we'll look at the lineups. For Nordic Union, you'll see Dennis in the net, a veteran goalie, Nico, Igorka, and Ryan. And for the Ice Creamers, again, some veterans here. You're going to recognize these names: Ricky, Hal, Zarapov, and Jobson. And this is game 1 of a best of 5. The Ice Creamers in blue, Nordic Union in red, and they get underway now. And for some reason, oh good, I can read the names on the replays. For some reason that was not showing up earlier when I was trying to do this. This is wonderful. Okay, Zarapov with the puck, and he'll get it down to Jobson, who dishes across for Ricky to pick this up. And he'll have a good chance to look at the net here, and he shoots and scores! 30 seconds in, and 1-0 the lead. As the Ice Creamers in blue get off to an early start in these finals. And you'll notice a lot of differences in the way the game is played. Of course, the 4v4, I think that makes a big difference. You know, North America has switched to 5v5 primarily. I think HQML is the only league in North America that still does 4v4. So it does make the game flow a different sort of way, and we'll be taking note of that as we go through this series. But also the Eastern European style, the Russian style, is a very circular. There's a lot of good rotation as far as the player movement, as far as where they're at on the ice, the rink awareness, and it's just a lot of fun to watch. And we'll watch Dennis, who will take the puck down to Ryan. He will play this in the corner. He's got Nico back there sweeping in front. And puck still loose. Could be a chance here. Ryan will put the biscuit in the basket and tie this thing up. 3:23 in the first period. And a close game, as one might expect from a finals. And yeah, I'm not sure how many years this league has been running. but quite a few. Quite a few. You know, the game itself has been out a long time, and it was kind of dormant in North America for some time. But the Russians and there's guys from places like Ukraine, Belarus that are just beastly players, just very strong players, and they kept it going. And they still keep it going. And so we've got a mix of veterans, and then I think some of these guys are fairly new to the game. I know that Nico told me he said he'd been only playing 3 years, only. So, it is a difficult game, as we said, and it takes a while to get good at it. And so wherever you're at in the world, you've put in work to get to this level. And so a nice pass across here. Jobson working his way through. He'll take the shot. Dennis will sweep it aside and lay this back into the corner where it'll be cleared away. Hal will come out to get a touch on the puck. The battle of two good goalies right here. As Ricky will pass it up to Jobson, and he dumps this in for the chase. And Zarapov is going to try to get it before Dennis gets it away. Nice pass to Ryan. He's got room here. He shoots. What a save by Hal at close range. And he takes this one away. The rebound attempt will travel over the net. And so now a possible counterattack. Igorka over to Ryan right on the tape. And Nico going for the shot there. The defense gets back in time, and they will circle around and try to grab this puck. It is Zarapov who will take it. Now to Ricky. And he looks for a counterpart there, but it will be Ryan who scoops this up and launches it forward for the chase in the corner now. Nico using the boards, play it closer. Zarapov will get it, and Ricky follows this in. Under a minute left here in the first period. And, I think, seems to be some issues here. Okay. As they will take a timeout. I don't think that goal by Ricky counts. So there may be some server issues here, I think. As, they will probably reset this. They are also using the 55 UH that we use over in North America with all the timeouts and additions on the server side. So we'll wait to see what happens here. Okay. Blia ping. We may speak different languages in different parts of the world, but some things we all understand. We certainly understand that one in the English-speaking side here in the U.S. and Canada. So they will reset this, and in fact, I think we're looking at the replays here. So I think this game itself was split into two parts because of this. So we'll just pull this right up as soon as we get to the end of this period. Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and play the period out here, and then they reset the game, and so we will travel on to the second period from there. But it starts again at 1-1 still. The Ice Creamers and Nordic Union still tied up in the first period. That last goal did not count. As, server issues. That's we see them here too. So even with some of the changes that North America has made based on the things that they do on like the pro server and so forth in Russia, where they only have the players who are involved in the game on the server. So we used to just cram as many people in there as we could. But yes, that will do it for the first period of game one. We are tied. And yeah, I think that they will reset the server here. And so we will switch. And I think that's what happened, yes. We'll wait and see. They have paused it. But yes, lag being an issue, ping being an issue. And that's something we see worldwide. Yeah, it's not just us, fam. Talking to Alex and Luke at Cryptic Sea, they are planning on making some additions and changes to the game. I don't know if they're going to be doing anything about netcode, but there's only so much you can do about netcode, really. You can mess with the interpolation and so forth, but you know, you're very limited in what they can do without completely rewriting the netcode. So we will begin again here. And the second period, as it is Jobson, now taking this puck. And for some reason it is not letting me follow the puck. Okay. I have to do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose, then, yes. It's not pretty, but it will have to do. In fact, we'll just back it up and do it this way, perhaps. A minute in, and a battle here for the puck, as Zarapov and Nico going for it. And Zarapov on the move. Where is he going to take this? He's got it to Ricky, but it will travel just beyond the blade of the stick. And I wonder why this is not working. But a good chance there. Will not go. So we will look again as Ricky will carry it around to Zarapov. Here. He's got several options as he waits on his team to skate forward. And that is stolen, so they will have to reset from there, heading towards Hal, and now coming back. Jobson coming back for the puck at center ice. And this one going into the corner for Jobson and Ryan to battle it out. I'm still not getting this to work properly, so we'll just do it this way. Okay. But as the replay system is still kind of buggy, but what a stop there on the other side as Dennis is able to corral that puck. And that was huge. And so now coming back the other way, Igorka shoots and a save by Hal. So both goalies. Oh, he flips this one up in the air on the rebound attempt. And yes, that was a couple of difficult ones there. And as it skates back into the crease, Hal will clear it out again. But they keep coming. Here is Ryan Igorka. Nico circling around, waiting for the play at the point. And so now Igorka with the feed in the middle, and that is stopped. So it will be Zarapov. And he's got a breakaway, and he's got plenty of room here as he shoots and puts it in the basket. Zarapov makes it 2-1 here with a nice shot on Dennis. Of course, Dennis, one of the greats. And Nico, with the answer on the other side, will shoot and score. Igorka on the assist. And we are tied again at 2 with a minute and a half left in the second period. Okay, and now we've got the puck following working. That's wonderful. Okay. Why did that not work before? Anyway, the replay system, yeah. I will have to ask Alex and Luke about that. But yes, they are planning on working on the game more. That is something that is definitely in the works. They're going to do a hockey jam, as they call it, where they just kind of get together and do work on the game. A lot of people, Luke is kind of the quiet one of Cryptic Sea. He helps Alex with this game and golfer work groups, and also Sub Rosa. But he's not always available, so they get together when they can and do things with the game. Now, of course, Sub Rosa is a huge priority right now, as it is coming out on a major publisher. So most of their time has been spent with that. But just the fact that they are looking at revisiting hockey. Oh, and that shot goes in off the post, Ryan. It looked like he had the bounce coming back out, but it does travel over the line, and 3-2. Nordic Union will take the lead here. With 14 seconds left in the second period. Now a chance. Another save. Dennis, he came way out for that. Again, the 4v4 game, you'll see the goalies be a little bit more aggressive. You'll see them skate up into the play a lot more. See them play a more active role, because you don't have that fifth skater to be out there to help with defense and to push up on offense. And so it changes the way you look at the game. I know that they experimented with it in the IPHL. They tried the 5v5. They said, okay, you guys are doing the 5v5. We'll try it. We'll tell you what we think. And they did try it. I remember this. This was a few years back. Oh, this shot just wide. And Jobson with the follow-up. And that does not go. And so Jobson and Ricky playing off either side of the point. But yeah, they tried it. And they made a list of things they liked and didn't like about it. And ultimately, I think they decided to just stay with 4v4. And I, for one, it's still kind of a thing that people debate about in North America, I know. But I always enjoyed the 4v4 game. It took a while to get used to 5v5. Oh, the shot there off the post. And this one does not go across the line, but very similar to the go-ahead goal from earlier. And so now Jobson, Nico, battling with it. Nico, big move, big shot, big score. The second of the game for Nico. Igorka on the assist, and that was just some nice stick handling to get free. And just an extra step was all he needed to come away with that one. And a nice save here by Dennis, just holding down that corner. You have to be careful with those corners when you're playing goal in this game. And so now quickly turned around, shot high and over. As Igorka will send it towards it. It's in! Oh, the backhander, just a very light touch with the wrist. And Igorka's blown this game open a little further. 5-2 is your score. And this is quickly turning into a different sort of game. Nico, top shelf for Mama keeps the cookies. And it is 6-2 now. A hat trick for Nico, 3 assists for Igorka, and 6 goals for Nordic Union. Let's take a 4-goal lead here over the Ice Creamers. This is game 1 of a best-of-5 series. First team that wins 3 games will be the champions of IPHL for spring of 2018. And again, I consider this an honor to be able to bring this to you guys. There was a time when we just didn't know much at all about the IPHL and the overseas game, the international game here in North America. We've always been curious, and so it's fun to watch. It is a different style, and yeah, like I said, not just because of the 4v4. I mean, we've talked about that some, but just the way they work together with each other. It is kind of its own thing. They've been building this for many years. You know, and you can play 3 years and you still feel like one of the new guys. It's somewhat like that here too. But Ricky, what a shot! And that is where you want to put it as a goal scorer. Remember that when you're a goalie, all you've got is the blade of the stick. There is no body collision. So a good shooter, a lot of the time they'll just aim it right at your head, right at the head and chest area. Oh, nice save there by Hal. Because that is one of the more difficult places to get your stick up and make that stop. You'll see people kind of move to the left or right, kind of lateral movement, in order to be able to properly place the stick blade. But Nico properly placing the stick blade right there, as he has 4 goals in this game. 7-3 is your score. And it's looking pretty good in game 1 for Nordic Union. Now, Igorka. Again, now that's a name we remember from a long time ago as well. And these are some people that have stayed with the game, and we were happy that they did. I mean, it's good to see so many of the veteran players still playing the game and still interested in the game. We hope to see more of that in North America, and for the most part we have. Sometimes it's a game that, it does take a lot of time to be good, and so we'll see players take kind of a vacation from the game. They'll take a few seasons off, and then but you miss it, right? And then you miss the game, and there's no other game like it, and so they come back and make their presence known once again. And so, with 9 seconds left, yeah, you can put this one in the books. It is a 1-0 lead. Spokojno, says Jobson. If that means good, I agree. Okay. So with that, we move to game 2. And it looks like they're going to have the same lineups here, it appears. As we begin, the opening draw. Here's Nico with the puck. He'll go ahead and launch it through. Igorka coming for it. And intercepted there by Ricky, who will get it across center ice. This shot is blocked, as he was going to go ahead and fire from distance. So we'll see Hal take it. Now in the corner, over to Jobson. He will clear it around the boards. Zarapov, with some room, will begin his attack. Now over to Ricky. Takes this one from the board, sends it to the middle, and it is cleared away. But they hang on. Here's another chance. This will go just wide. Now Jobson skating into the play from the point. He's got this. It was up in the air. He took it. Oh, nice poke check to get that away. And so Hal will play this from the face-off circle. See, they're coming out a little further than you see a lot of the LHL guys as far as the goalie. And chance in front. Oh, just behind. So not able to get to that. So it's a race along the boards. Beautifully laid in across the shot. Oh, just off the side of the net. But the passing is spot on. As Zarapov now to Ricky. Drop pass left for him there. Zarapov will shoot. What a save by Dennis. The veteran puck stopper there. And Jobson now. That one blocked on its way in. And it deflects far from the net. Chip shot over. And they've still got a chance with this, as it is held in. Now knocked away. Ryan coming for it. Gets it. He will get it over to Igorka. The 1-2, they go back. And now Ricky getting a touch on the puck. We are about halfway through the first period, and as we see very often in your finals type of events, things have settled down somewhat. There's nerves and things are more wild in game one, and then in game two, everybody kind of settles in a little bit, and you'll see more of a defensive stance. You'll see kind of people feeling each other out. How did that not go in? It's right on the line, but not enough to score a point. So that was very close. But yeah, you're not going to see as many chances taken with the puck. So you take your opportunities when you can, and you try not to dig yourself a hole. And we're seeing a little bit of that here. Now a bouncing puck onto the stick of Ryan. He quickly dishes this to Igorka, and he wastes no time in settling that down and launching it towards the net. Now Nico from the corner plays it up. 3 blue jerseys there to keep this from going any further. And now Igorka from the line over to Ryan, and that is taken away as well. And again, we'll see Dennis go far into the corner to play this out. He's getting right into the play here. You'll see some guys in North America do that, but not nearly as much. We're seeing a lot more stay-at-home goalies. We're seeing where they will just park themselves right in the net, and they'll let their defensive captain come back and handle the puck, even when it's right there in their vicinity. But that's the luxury of having that extra player. But in this game, it is more of a fluid style. There's a lot of rotational movement. And yeah, everybody's very involved in each play. Now here is Jobson. The long shot. Dennis will stop it. 30 seconds left in the first period, and they will try for a counterattack here. Nico with room fires, and just off the mark. And now here comes Ryan. A collision will separate the bodies from the puck, and with 17 seconds, this one gets just past Igorka. Ricky's going to take it, and in the corner it will stay, and that will do it for the first period of game two. A scoreless first period, as yeah, a much more defensive game that we're seeing here. A little bit of a contrast from game one, but it's still early on. We've got a couple of periods left, and this is still anybody's series. So we'll see if Hal plays this. No, this is going to be taken by Jobson. And he's got a few people he can work this to. Ricky's going to be the one to take it. So he uses the boards to get it up to Zarpov. Ryan will just dump it in here for Nico to pick up. He's got Igorka skating into the play. And so now he will take it from the opposite side, and Nico and Igorka just sort of splitting the rink in half and working their respective ends as they try to get this towards the goal. And there's one in front of the shot. What a save, as Hal sees it all the way in. He was not screened on that, so he was able to get a good look and a good stop. Here is Jobson moving the puck. And he tries to fling one over. That's always a good play if you can pull that off. If you're behind the net, and then you just kind of flip one into the front. And if you got somebody there to finish it off, that's a fun play to make. And a fun play to watch from up here in the booth. So you'll see players at this level go for that sort of thing quite a bit. Now it is Ryan. I think Ricky is probably going to get to this first. He does at center ice. And still with it. He will use the boards. And now from the face-off circle, shoots. Oh, and that hit the framework. That rattled off the crossbar. And so Nico now, Hal coming out big to play him, and he gets it away. And that's a risky play, but he saw Nico out there all by himself, and so he was going to do whatever he could there. And now Igorka will shoot and score off the backhand. They had a 2-on-1, and Igorka just patiently, again, the wrist shot, and our first goal of the game. About halfway through the game in regulation time. Now Jobson, the long shot, will travel well over the crossbar. And we'll see it's Igorka and Nico breaking out. He's got the speed. He shoots. And from a tough angle, not able to get that one in. They do keep possession. So he will take it up once more. Hooked away Zarpov. Jobson now dislodging it, and he will have room on the wing to move this ahead. He'll take the shot, and Dennis fights this off. Big stuff from each of these goalies. This is tremendous work. As we are under 2 minutes in the second period of Game 2. Nordic Union took Game 1. They have the lead here currently in this best-of-5 series. But Jobson is going to try to turn things around, but again, it is Igorka. And the puck gets away, but here is Nico on the follow-up, working his way through the defense. He sends us towards the net. It goes across the crease and out. And Ricky now with the puck. Quickly moving it to Zarpov. And he's not able to settle this puck down, but he will take control of it in the corner. And see, again, if this was the five-man game, you'd see somebody right there to grab that puck. But in the four-man game, they have to rotate back a little bit towards their own zone. So it takes a little longer to get back into the offense. But also it gives them a little bit of room to keep possession as well. So here's a puck that is, taking a crazy bounce or two. We saw some very crazy bounces in the LHL game we casted earlier. But here's Zarpov. And that is taken off the blade. 18 seconds left, second period. Here comes Ryan with it. Down to Nico. That is blocked. Jobson. And the follow-up shot is also blocked. The Ice Creamers getting back on defense and getting the job done. And a bouncing puck is saved by Dennis. And that will end the second period, take us to the third. So high-quality stuff. And again, we want to thank everybody at the IPHL for, especially Nico, for getting us these replays so we can watch this stuff. And we've talked a little bit about maybe casting some games when the summer league starts up. And I, for one, would love to do that. So hopefully we'll get to see more of IPHL and the Russians and Eastern Europeans and all the different places that these guys come from. A lot of times we just say the Russians, but it's more than just Russia. But of course, Russia, very strong now. The World Cup is also underway. We're going to be covering more of that, hopefully coming up over the weekend, and then some. Shots saved Dennis once again. But the World Cup, we did it a few years ago. Here's Nico. And the collision there is going to stop his forward progress. And so Ricky will try to move this towards the opposite end. He has a little bit of real estate to work with. He may drop this behind him to a trailing Zarpov. Try to pick this up on the wing. But yeah, the World Cup several years ago was dominated by the Russians. And they are the current gold medal champions as we go into World Cup 2018. So we look forward to seeing how the rest of the world stacks up. I I try not to be biased as a caster, but I am from North America, so I watch a lot of North American games, and I've seen the North American game really pick up since that last World Cup, and much stronger. So I think that although the last World Cup was very tough for the USA and for Canada, I think they're going to be a lot more competitive in this World Cup, and that's good for everybody. I mean, I like to see more international competition. And Nico sneaks this one past Hal. Just had a lot on that puck. And so, although Hal is able to make the initial save, the momentum just carries it into the net. Another disadvantage for the goalies here is that you have the stick side, but you don't have the glove side, right? You can't just swallow the puck and wait for the whistle. You can't freeze the play back there. The puck is always live. And so sometimes when you're right there next to the puck, remember that they are playing this from the first person view. So they're not able to, if it's too close, you're looking down and you're trying to see where the puck is at your feet. And it's not always a simple thing to do. We see many goals scored where guys are looking down, trying to figure out where the puck is, and it just rolls right past them. But the third period, 1:43 left, and Nordic Union trying to take a 2-0 lead in this series. They have a 2-0 lead in this game. And so the Ice Creamers, who, if you look at this lineup, I think a lot of people thought that they have the advantage in this series, and they've certainly got some great players. But Dennis has been tough back there. Another big stop right when they needed it. This is when you want your goalies to play well, right here in this third period where you're preserving a lead, and he will make quick work of that one as well from long distance. I was back there at the blue line, the opposite blue line. So under a minute we go. And so we'll see Igorka, or Ricky, will take the puck back. And, a nice move there, and the stop made. Just standing tall, and now Nico quickly counterattacking. Oh, he shoots and scores as Hal came out to play him. And that worked well earlier. But this time, Nico just planting a slow roller on him. And that's enough to make it 3-0. And now on the other side, a quick attempt, Ricky. 17 seconds. But yeah, I think this one is also going to be a win for Nordic Union. Yes, time running out, 6 seconds. And they'll add another as Nico finds Igorka. And these two just work so well together. If you can get that 1-2 game going like that, if you can get those two guys up front to play the way that these guys are playing, you can compete with anybody in this league or anywhere in the world. And so with that, we will look at game 3 of this series. Yeah, it seems to be working from this angle. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything. A lot of times when I've watched the Russian games before, they usually cast from this angle anyway. Oh, hey, Demonagon is here. What's up? Kapanen is here. What's up? I'm just now looking at the chat. What's up? Yes, we are bringing you IPHL. And this is the Spring 2018 Finals between Nordic Union and the Ice Creamers. And these are, again, the two team names that we've seen many times over the history of hockey, meeting here in the finals. And so, yeah, it is an early morning, yes, as we are bringing you this. Well, I was going to do it earlier in the week and just do a YouTube video of it, but was very under the weather. And so just now kind of getting around to feeling better and feeling good enough to be hype on the mic enough to bring you this, as I think it deserves some hype. But yes, it is a different time of day than we normally cast, but you got to switch it up sometimes. So the Nordic Union is up 2 games in this best of 5 series, looking to close it out in this game 3. But the Ice Creamers in blue are trying to do something about that. But look at Nico as he splits the double team, carries it across. Oh, and a trailing player, I believe that was Jobson, is able to catch up and take this puck away. But yeah, I can't wait to get this to all of you guys in North America so you can watch it, and I guess you could use it as a little bit of a scouting for those of you who haven't seen some of these guys before or haven't seen them in years. I tell you what, they're still good. They have not forgotten how to play overseas. I was talking about how North America has gotten better, but these guys have gotten better too. Oh, this shot, like Dennis might have got a piece of it, but it does travel over the crossbar and out. So now Ricky. Nico will sweep this puck away. And now Igorka. He's got some room and quickly closed down as they cut off the angle. So it will be Ryan who takes this puck, circles around Jobson, gets it away, and he's got room. This is a 2-on-1 break. The chance, the shot, the score. Jobson with Ricky on the assist. Here we were talking about that 2-man game. There's Jobson and Ricky getting it done. The Ice Creamers will take a lead here in an elimination game. And this is a must-win for them. Oh, and hello to the folks in Russia that are watching. Privyet, y'all. I wish I knew more Russian. You guys know more English than I know Russian. I salute you for that. It is hard for Americans to learn other languages. I'd just like to learn the way they talk in this game, because obviously you don't have the Cyrillic alphabet, so it's this different kind of, I don't know, a dialect or something. I don't know. They're saying stuff, and I recognize it as Russian, but I don't recognize it, in this alphabet. But Igorka, in any language, that is a special goal there. As Nico on the assist, but Igorka just finding that corner. We were talking about where are the weak spots for a goalie. You either go straight at them or you go as far into either corner as you can. And it's very difficult to find, especially with this game and the shooting mechanics. I mean, you have to really work to be at this level. But if you can just get the edge of that corner where it's not too far off, or you're not smacking the post. Oh, lots of room here. Jobson! His second of the game. Zarapov on the assist. And again, the Ice Creamers with the lead, 2-0, or 2-1, I should say. And that's just taking it straight up Route 1, as we say. Nice work by Jobson. They don't all have to be fancy goals. They just have to cross the line. Oh, and that one, how did that not cross the line? From an insane angle. We're talking about that corner, and if you hit that upper corner, that's even harder. And pretty much anybody on a high-level team in LHL. Oh, and Nico! Ho, 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 from downtown. And Dennis will get an assist for this. And so we're tied once again at 2 with 3 seconds left. That will end the first period, take us to the second. This is good stuff from both sides. And Nico, as soon as they start to make a move, then Nico comes in and closes the door. So are they going to close the door on the season for the Ice Creamers here? Still plenty of time left to work this out. Jobson now shooting. And Chester now in the net. It's giving Dennis a break here. And he won't have to make a save on that as it heads just off the post and out. So Nico again looking quickly up the ice. And, oh, there's Dennis. He's skating forward right now. Okay, so he's gotten into the play himself. And so, I played a little hockey myself, and they always say that the goalie should be the best skater on the team. And Dennis, he's knocking on the door here, but yeah, that one again, just off the side of the net. But yeah, they say your goalie should be your best skater. So even in the LHL, I know we see a lot of guys that they'll just take off a season, and quit playing goalie and skate forward or D for a while, and vice versa. We've seen some guys that normally are your goal scorers, and then they will just take some time to be goal stoppers. So either way, it gives some play time for Chester back there in the net. And Hal is remaining in the net on the other side for the Ice Creamers. And he's doing everything he can. He's made some really good stops. But yeah, they've just really, this Nordic Union team has been doing some good things on offense. And so now, see what the Ice Creamers come up with in this crucial Game 3. Nico with the puck shoots. And across the crease and out with this one. And he will circle around and pick this back up. And again, just working his way through. Oh, I think collision between teammates. So he couldn't. It took a teammate to stop Nico on that play. We do see that happen sometimes, yeah. And, I mean, like I said several times throughout the course of this series, yeah, there are things that are universal about this game. Well, about hockey in general. But yes, especially this game. And now, a good chance, and off the post. Again, not able to carry this over the line. And a quick counterattack, Ryan. So here he goes with this. He goes upstairs for the goal. Nico with 2 assists. Ryan with a goal here. And Spokoino, says Jobson. Now a chance. Oh, and off the crossbar. He was aiming high with this one. But yes, a 3-2 lead here in the second period. Nordic Union trying to close out this series against the Ice Creamers. And that's on. And Nico will shoot and score. What a quick play as Ryan combines with Nico to make this 4-2. And that is good stuff. We promised you high-level play. And yeah, these guys are delivering on both ends of the net, both these teams. But in the end, there can be only one champion of the IPHL for the spring 2018 session. And so far it is Nordic Union that is making a good case for themselves. Trying for the wraparound. Nothing doing. Here's Dennis. We'll try to get this puck away from Ricky. Jobson getting in on this. And circling around is Nico. The stop made by Hal. As one traveling along the ground. Just see just that slight little turn of the stick. And Chester with the save on the other side. So Chester getting some work as well. 12 seconds now, second period. A 2-goal lead. But stolen here. This could be a chance if he can get this in time. 3 seconds. And not able to get all of that shot before time ran out. He's kind of working against the clock. So that is where we will begin the third period. And so this is it's a turning point. It's either sink or swim. It's do or die for the Ice Creamers. So whatever happens in these next 5 minutes is going to determine the outcome. And so a very tense series becomes even more tense. As we'll see if they change styles on the other side for Nordic Union. Will they keep pressing, or will they kind of lay back in the cut here and play a more defensive style? That remains to be seen. Now Jobson traveling along his own blue line, waiting for his team to set up. They do. This one poked loose. They get it back. Zarpov circling, getting it across to Ricky. He's got time and space, and he shoots and scores! Big play by Ricky. Zarpov, seeing him open, gets the assist, and they have pulled to within 1 goal. And this just got a lot more interesting. Here's Zarpov. Across to Jobson. He shoots. What a stop, as Dennis back in the net is there to make the save. That would have tied the game. Now Igorka. He will get this around. Nico there to pick it back up. And Hal will push this loose. And they'll try to quickly turn this around on the counter. But instead, it will be Igorka taking this into the corner. A double team. They will rattle this one around the boards. So Nico starting from the back. And quickly flipping it up. As Igorka he remained in their zone waiting for this. Ryan with a shot and score! Wasting no time, the hard wrister from Ryan is second of the game. Igorka will get the assist, and they have made this a 2-goal deficit once again for the Ice Creamers to try to make a comeback. Can they do it? They've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to fight their way back into this series. This is game 3 of a best of 5. Now Zarpov, Jobson, and Ricky will work the 2-man game. Ricky finds the corner and scores his second of the game. Jobson on the assist. And again, we're back to a 1-goal game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Making a stand here, the Ice Creamers. Zarpov, Ricky coming in. At the face-off circle now, quickly moved back over to Nico. And Hal's coming out to play him along the boards. You're starting to see the Ice Creamers step it up here. This is where you're going to need to step it up. This is desperation time. And a nice pass. The shot there is blocked. And the rebound is just not able to reach. So 139. Oh, here's Ricky. He shoots. He scores! It is tied! With his third of the game, Ricky with a hat trick has evened this thing up with 1.5 minutes. Fighting for their playoff lives, the Ice Creamers. Oh, man. So, 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Here is Ryan with the puck. And he's on the move with it. And he's free. He tries to pass this across. And Ricky is there to intervene as we near the 1 minute mark. This is anybody's game. The tension mounts, fam. And now back into the corner. We'll see Dennis play this. And he will take his time in doing so. Try to eat up some of this clock. Although, yeah, it's knotted up here. Long shot. And that is stopped by the defense. Got a stick up on it. 37 seconds left. Time running down. Still tied. Igorka now moving it to Nico. This could be it. Oh, the shot is saved by Hal. That is huge. That is probably the biggest stop of the game. With the time remaining on the clock. Here's Ricky. He shoots. The save made by Dennis. Again, both goalies answering each other back and forth. 6 seconds left. Time is running out here in regulation. And the drop pass, the shot, the score, Zarapov! This is not over. 6-5, Zarapov. A heroic goal to keep his team in this series. Unbelievable. That is as clutch as you're ever going to see. Oh, cheeky breeky. Zarapov. Big, big, big. And so, we go to the next game. This is game 4. And Nordic Union, don't pay attention to the replay stuff if you don't want to be spoiled. But that's just some gutsy play from the Ice Creamers to keep this series going. They're down by 2. They're facing elimination, and with no time left on the clock, Zarapov, and there are 0 seconds. This thing was going to go to overtime. But a huge, huge goal keeps us going here. Man, oh man. And here is Hal. And Chester is in the net on the other side once again. And just a chip shot with the edge of the blade. Hal will make the stop on that as well. And so now chasing this back here is Ryan. He may carry this behind Chester. He'll just send it around for Nico to begin play from the Gretzky zone, I always call it, right there behind the net. And this travels past Hal. He's got Jobson free on the wing to begin play for the Ice Creamers. Now it is Ricky and Zarapov. Again, they're free, and Ricky will shoot and score. Jobson on the assist. And so that Zarapov goal seems to have breathed some new life into this Ice Creamer team. I mean, we have seen people come down from big deficits and come back to win a series. It is not without precedent in international play and certainly North American play. But yeah, you're getting a good look at some of the best in the game. We'll be seeing many of these guys playing for their respective countries in the World Cup. And we hope that you will join us for that. Igorka with a hard lick. We'll even this thing up at 1. And Igorka has been fantastic in this series. He's making good passes to his teammates, and he's making good shots when called upon to shoot. And it's just been stellar work from he and Nico. And a long shot here, almost. As that hits a post. They'll reload and try again. Here's Jobson, moving for position, and somehow they got the block on that. And now coming back the other way. Here is Nico. He's got room. He shoots the save made by Howell. Oh, man. These goalies are something else. They've whichever team ends up lifting the cup. I mean, neither one of these guys are us. Well, see, neither Chester too. I mean, all these guys have just shot the lights out as far as their goalie plays. If a team has to win or lose, they can't blame it on the net minding. It has been just a joy to watch from up in the booth. But really, every position has. It's such a different kind of style than what we're used to. And yeah, I look forward to seeing how North America matches up this time. I think North America is going to surprise some of you guys, the USA and Canada. I mean, I know there's been some friendlies played here and there since the last World Cup, and I don't have to tell you that it's a different look. And these guys have just gotten so much experience in that time, and you've got the leagues where they're playing 3 times a week. You got pub stars where they're playing for fun. You've got HQML. A lot of people are playing on Fridays. You got the RSL, which I think has been a great addition and a great system. The RSL and the JSL, so that now, Nico from a little ways back, just heavy on the wrist, and he makes it 2-1. That go-ahead goal as we near the end of the first period. But yeah, having a system of different leagues has really helped in North America because it gives people ice time experience against experienced players and good people around them to learn from and get better with, and it makes the game a little less discouraging for new people coming in. And I think that makes a huge difference. It's certainly helped the game grow, and so we'll see how it plays out in these World Cup games. So follow us on IBN Casting and on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. We'll put this up on YouTube for you to watch, and we'll be covering as much of the World Cup as we possibly can. Those are going to be weekend games. Here's a shot. Nico buries it rooftop style, his second of the game. Ryan on the assist. And is this where they start to pull ahead? 3-1. And man, they have just been something else on offense. And here they are again. Loose and free in the front, Nico. And we're barely into the second period, and Nico has a hat trick. So a 4-1 lead as the Ice Creamers clawed their way back into this, but now Nordic Union starting to assert themselves a little bit more once again here in Game 4. Plenty of time left for plenty of things, and so Nico handles this in midair, still hanging on to it, and Hal closes down that corner as he goes close in for a kind of a wraparound. Not able to do that though. Now he's got another chance at it, and Ryan with the chip shot will tack on another. Nico on the assist this time, 5-1. And Nordic Union pulls further ahead. Oh, and here's a loose physics puck. This drops right down into the face-off circle. And so no advantage gained by either side from that. And shielding the puck here is Ryan. He'll get it over to Igorka. And they will just go back and forth along the boards playing keep away with this. And again, as with the previous game, time becomes very important for the Ice Creamers. Circling back is Jobson. So yeah, that's one thing about the four-man game. You don't have that extra guy to dish back and forth back there. You've got to kind of make that snake move to get away from an attacker that's got some speed up. He does hang on to it. Now Ricky keeps it at the point. Again, using that board like a fifth player. You know, in any kind of hockey, yes, the boards are like an extra man out there when used properly. And these guys are making the most of that. Now Ricky again. Stolen. Nico. 2 minutes left. Second period. He will circle back around and do a little board work himself. But this is stolen. Ricky will shoot and score. That's 2 for Ricky this game. Zarapov on the assist. And both of Ricky's goals keeping this from being, but Igorka quickly responding. His second of the game. 6-2 now the score. As soon as they try to do something, Nordic Union, they turn it right back around. So yeah, nice to see so many people watching this here early in the morning. And thanks to all of our Russian viewers who came out and watched. And our early risers in America. Or wherever you might be. Oh, and Nico! Again, another top shelf from Nico's 4th goal of the game. A 5-goal lead now, 7-2. As we near the end of the second period. Now, this is a much tougher deficit than they faced before. Oh, and another chance. And see, when you get down like this, see, sometimes and Hal with another huge save. But the pass across, they don't waste any time. They're very efficient with the puck. But yeah, when you get down like this, as far as the scoreboard goes, you have to make some sacrifices. You have to take some risks with the puck, and you have to, again, push forward a little more, and that leaves you open on the other side. So that's the disadvantage. But they are putting the pressure on with 30 seconds left here, second period, trying to move this into the slot. And it will be all the way back to Hal. And he will wait on his team to turn around and get in position where he flips this in. And Dennis back in the net will take his time playing this out and try to end the period with at least one more attempt for Nordic Union in the red jerseys, but time runs out. And they will have to settle for a 5-goal lead going into the third. Now the pressure really is on the Ice Creamers, but just what a Herculean effort they made in that game 3 to even get to this point. So they have shown themselves capable of coming from behind. This is a big ask here to come back from 5 goals in the third period. But if you're going to do it, it's good to have guys like Ricky and Jobson, Zarapov out there skating for you. These are some people that we've seen before. We know that they can score goals, and they've proven it in their careers. They've certainly proven it here tonight. But talking about proven stuff, oh, Dennis, another big save. So you'll be facing a lot more shots here and be called upon again to preserve a pretty good lead. You got to feel good about a 5-goal lead in the third period, no matter who you are. But yeah, I have a feeling this Nordic Union team will continue to keep making offensive moves Sometimes your best choice for defense is just a good offense and keeping the hammer down. And that's what they're trying to do here, holding it at the point, chasing it. Hal's going to come out and play it. And that may leave a chance open. No, Igorka's going to come back for this. But it is Jobson and to Zarpov. He's got room, and what a stop by Dennis. And the rebound attempt, Jobson. The spinning puck goes in. And that's just good old-fashioned crash the net right there. And so they pull it back to within 4 with 3 minutes left. A quick play down. Let's see Ryan go for this. Hal gets it. Circling the shot would go just wide. And so Jobson picks up the puck. Slams it towards the middle. Zarpov, Ricky's circling around down there waiting for an opportunity. And here's Jobson to bring it. And the shot just over the net as it sails just above the crossbar. And again, time ticking away. 2 minutes and 23 seconds to be exact. Here is Nico. And he's got room to operate. And he will at least keep it out of their hands for a few more seconds as the triple team gets it away. And away they go. A shot on net. Stops Dennis. Rebound. And that is blocked. And this one blocked at the point of contact. Under 2 minutes now. So Nordic Union is now trying to hang on. They're facing a lot of pressure. Now Zarpov, open on the wing, carries it across the blue line, and this is knocked away. So they will reload at center ice. Here is Ricky. His shot blocked. Minute and a half now. Chance. That is blocked. And so now the defense starting to come into play for Nordic Union. The shot goes wide. Nearing 1 minute left. And here is Nico. He's got room. He takes it in with his 5th of the game. And yeah, Nico, I see why you wanted the world to see this, man. And here he is again. All the moves off the draw. And knocked away right there at the last second. Yes, what a game. What a series by Nico. And another big save by Dennis. We've said that a lot throughout this series. Ricky trying to settle this puck down. And now Nico will pick this up off the boards, and he's got room. He shoots and scores! As Hal came out big on him. And again, no body collision on that puck. And so Nico just fires it at the chest. And again, his 7th of the game. Double digits for Nordic Union. I think that is probably going to do it for this series. 20 seconds left. They have a 7-goal lead. And although we saw some heroic play from the Ice Creamers, some of the classic veterans of the game, you have to give it to this Nordic Union team. What a fantastic performance. And put it in stone, your 2018 Spring League champions of the IPHL are Nordic Union. Nico, Igorka, Ryan, Dennis, and yes, Chester. And that's a lineup that they will carve onto the puck, or the puck, not the puck, but the cup, right? Surely there's a physical cup, right? Like the Stanley Cup, where they inscribe the names. But yes, when they come to write the names of who won in the Spring League, it will be Nordic Union. And again, we want to thank Nico and everybody in the IPHL, but especially Nico, for getting us these replays and for asking us to cast this in English and bring it to you in North America and England and all the places that they speak English and all the places like Russia and Belarus and Ukraine, where they say stuff like, "I apologize, my English is not good," and then their English is just as good, if not better, than my own. We appreciate you guys very much, and thanks for letting us get a look at how the game is, the current state of the game, where you guys are. It was just a pleasure to watch from here. I think our North American audience, when they watch these VODs, they're really going to enjoy watching it as well. So we're going to leave it there. And again, thanks to everybody who watched on this early morning here in North America. It is 6:46 a.m. as I speak this from here in Texas. But yes, don't forget about if you enjoyed this, you're going to want to see the World Cup as it is played out over the next few weeks. And we will be covering, like we said, as much as we can. We're monitoring the channels, and when I am here and when the captains agree to play and I can make it to cast, I'm going to be casting it. And so we'll be bringing you more high quality, high level hockey question mark. And we hope you enjoyed this one today. I know I did. So from all of us, myself, Winners with One, and everybody here at the Independent Broadcast Network, we want to thank you, and we will see you next time, whenever that may be. And hope you enjoyed the IPHL. We hope to see more of it in the future. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.